An anonymous Jane Doe at the Diddy trial accidentally revealed there's a secret swinger code in hip hop and is filled with at least one huge icon. She participated in this mysterious swinger party when she took a trip to Vegas with this rap icon and his wife. The anonymous Jane Doe actually turns out to be 50 Cent baby mother, Daffy and Joy, who was dating Diddy at the time. Now, when she went on this Vegas trip with this rap icon and his wife, her and Diddy was on a break. But when Diddy found out about this secret swinger party, he was still very upset that Daffy and Joy was in attendance because the rap icon is actually really good friends with Diddy. I know what you're thinking. Who is this rap icon? You can save your opinion for who you think it is until after you hear the testimony. So let's get into it.
Another rapper getting his freak off on, and his girlfriend Jane was involved. Hello, my friend. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your #1 source for everything Diddy drama. Jane is back on the witness stand in the federal trial against the disgraced music mogul, where he is facing charges of trafficking, racketeering, and he hopefully faces life behind bars, where he belongs. Jane, not her real name, is back on the stand, and she had a lot to say today. Jane told the jury today that in January of 2024, she flew to Vegas on the private plane of another rapper. The judge ruled that the identity of this other rapper could not be made public. The defense objected. His lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, emphasized the importance of a public trial, noting that proceedings can prompt members of the public to come forward with additional information about events described in court.
All these freaky rappers in this industry, if Diddy got some dirt on you, that dirt is coming out. Just forget about it. Diddy and his attorney was so persistent in naming who that rap icon was that the attorneys and the prosecutors and the judge went to the chambers to discuss it. That's how persistent they wanted to name that rapper. Diddy is saying, if I'm going down, if I gotta get embarrassed during this trial, let y'all all get embarrassed. Now the prosecutors is pushing that Diddy is only doing this to intimidate Jane Doe. That if Jane Doe knows that she gotta name other people, she's probably gonna tone down her testimony. But Diddy is saying no, like the public have the right to know who we're bringing up at trial. And if that rap icon is involved in this somehow, he needs to be named too. Now, the judge ultimately ruled in the favor of the prosecutors and not Diddy.
Prosecutor Maureen Comey disagreed with the defense's assertion that the identity of the rapper should be revealed at trial, saying that this was just an attempt to harass and intimidate Jane. She added, anyone who has witnessed these events can come forward. The suggestion that they need to say the names to get information from the public is nothing more than a pretense to intimidate the witness. The judge said his ruling stands, noting that the January 2024 encounter is not among the alleged acts connected to the trafficking charges in Diddy's indictment. Jane described this rapper as an icon in the music industry.
Icon really limits the list here. It won't be the new icons like Drake or Kendrick or J. Cole, because like Daffy and Joy is a little older. She wouldn't consider those people icons. It has to be somebody from her generation or older. It wouldn't be Jay-Z. Jay-Z is married to Beyonce. He's not engaged in no public swinger party. Right? It wouldn't be 50 Cent because 50 Cent and Jane Doe don't see eye to eye. They beefing. The only possible person here that I could see that really fits their entire personality is Kanye West. Kanye West literally had his wife strip butt booty to go to the Grammy so we could all see how she looks like naked. So Kanye West to me is the perfect candidate, and I feel like Kanye West is the one that they're talking about.
Jane testified that she was a little bit surprised to see one of the escorts that she and Diddy used at a dinner for the birthday of the rapper's significant other. But no one asked how they knew each other. Later that night, 7 or 8 people were in a hotel room watching Antoine, the escort, have sex with a woman on the bed.
First thing I thought about was the cover art to the famous music video that Kanye West released. And what was that cover art? It was Kanye West and his woman Kim at the time in the bed with other people all naked. I think Kanye West has been open about his lifestyle for a while now, bro. He's been at least leaving subtle clues. So of course it's Kanye. Now, like the story varies because there's other people in court stating, that it was sort of implied that the woman that the male escort was sleeping with was actually the rapper's girlfriend. And there's other things being implied that it was a random woman. But nonetheless, though, for there to be 8 people within that hotel room, there has to be 8 people that has equal to lose. I don't feel like Kanye West is in a hotel room with 8 random and normal people that nobody knows. Those people is running and telling it all. It has to be 8 people who have just as much to lose as Kanye West, so they not gonna say nothing. So this could very well possibly be an entire swinger party code. Kanye West is just the head, but it could be a lot of other rappers that we don't know. And is those rappers with their girlfriends? Is this like a thing now? Right? Are we just giving Diddy the bad rap for being the first one that we done found out? Is essentially watching your wife get her cheeks clapped? Is that like a ritual now in the industry? Now, Jane Doe would claim, that this rapper was trying to get at her. Now, how she describes this entire scenario, she's a goer. Like, she's trying to pretend like she's some type of super wholesome, like virtuous woman who Diddy kind of turned out and made her do these things. Nah, bruh. Based on how she described this scenario, she's a goer. She going for anything.
The rapper, who Jane said she knew from afar, flirted with Jane in the hotel room. She told the jury, quote, "He said something like he thought I was beautiful and always wanted to blank me." Jane also confirmed when asked that at some point she flashed her boobies to the group in the hotel room. She said it was an in-the-moment thing.
She's a goer. Goer.
Jane said that Anton, the escort, was known to have a relationship with this other rapper and his wife. There's a lot of freaky dicky people in the hip hop world. Well, the whole world, but maybe more so in the rap world. While the judge ruled on keeping the rapper's name anonymous, he has not yet ruled on the prosecution's request to have a juror kicked off of the trial. So we are putting a pin on that for now. Jane revealed to the jury that Diddy eventually found out about her trip to Vegas, the one where the other rapper had a freak off. He yelled at her, "How could you go to another man's freak off?" She also revisited her prior testimony from earlier this week about how he was physically with her in June of last year.
It was at this point where I said, ain't no saving Diddy, man. Diddy knew he was being heavily investigated by the feds. Diddy knew his life was under a microscope. He was quite possibly being wiretapped. And Diddy still allowed himself to put his hands on this woman. He still allowed himself to get tricked out of his position like this. Now, she confessed that she put hands on him first, but nonetheless, though, bro, if I'm being if I know I'm being watched by the feds, bro, I'm walking a straight line, homie. Bro, the line I'm walking is so straight, bro, I don't know what curvature is. But she's about to explain how he will put hands on her. Now, this chick who's an obvious goer, who we know she goes based on her actions in that room, I also want to know who those 7 people are. Expose their names. Her tell-all book is going to sell. Now, she apparently was having issues because once the Cassie lawsuit came out, once she started to see Diddy with Young Miami and others, she then began to DM Diddy having an issue that Diddy only used her to be kind of like the mule for these free calls, while the other women were getting gifts, trips, flights, right, Chanel bags, and she was only like essentially good for a free call. So she began to text Diddy regretful that she didn't demand the other gifts the other women was getting, and she allowed herself to only be called for hotel nights when a male escort would dump D in her.
Jane told the jury that Diddy assaulted her before forcing her to have sex with an escort.
I can't stress this enough. He gave Cassie $30 million for this exact same behavior. And then he did it as recently as June while under federal investigation. Diddy had an addiction to this, bro. I guess he wasn't lying when he sent her that voice memo calling her his crack.
Hey, baby, we had a great time. Stay in the light. It's all good. Get your rest. You are the pipe. That's my new name for you, pipe. Or should I call you CP? But yeah, I want you to stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? We had a very, very good time together. Like so much fun. So much fun. Now go rest up. Get in your bag. You know what I'm saying? Got your contract. Find a nice little spot. Put your mind at ease. And yeah, I had a great time. And I really, really want you to get some rest. I didn't know about you throwing up and all that. That's when I was like, hold up a second. All right, get some rest, baby. Love. So if you come in for 24 hours, yeah, you always wanted to set some up. So now you got the opportunity. So set some up for tomorrow night. That last vision we had was Dawn and ATL. See you put it together, baby.
She claims that was the only time that Diddy hit her. Jane reiterated today that Diddy kicked her, put her in a chokehold, and was just horrific. And after that, she had to hook up with an escort. Jane, yet again, got very emotional on the witness stand today. She broke down in tears as she told the jury she felt she had compromised herself in a way that the other women Diddy had dated didn't have to. Jane texted Diddy in July of last year that she wasted 3 years of her life in hotel rooms. In one text, she told him, "At least say you understand that it wasn't cool to have me just doing hotel nights and everyone got private jets all over the world. I don't even have anything post-worthy from our relationship." Jane added, "My dumb ASS thought if I effed more and did more hotels, I'll finally get a trip."
When the Cassie lawsuit first came and he started to get his house raided by the feds, he was doing the right thing. He actually got really close to Jane, Daphne and Joy, made her feel like a girlfriend, and he was kind of making her feel comfortable. I feel like if he would have kept doing that, she wouldn't have testified. But apparently he put hands on her, right, forced her to do the free golf. And then she's looking and she's thinking, damn, bro, Cassie just got $30 million. Young Miami got Chanel trips every day. And I ain't do nothing. I don't even get a trip. Right? And he put hands on her. Man, listen, man. Bro, you can't blame anybody but Diddy for why she's testifying currently, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe her testimony? Do y'all believe there's this secret swinger code? Let me know. And if you're still watching, new update for that lawsuit today, and we get into the new update as well as the amended complaint with the new allegations. So, if you enjoy watching my videos, click on this video right here too to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.